Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's finally time for game number 3 here in this best of 3 series. This game will determine which one of these teams will move on against to fight against Vega, which one will be out of the qualifiers. My name is dragondrop, still joined by eskillz, and well, FlyToMoon off to a good start. Game number 1, looking as strong as ever. But in fact, finally fighting back here, especially after the loss in MDL against FlyToMoon. It was a 2-0, so already looking like they found a solution. The question is, can they do the same thing here? Game number 3, or can FlyToMoon recover? We'll find out. Rubik first pick once again.
Yeah, they decided to ban out the Omni. I do agree with that. Omni was the real issue for them in that last game. The troll was really big and really annoying for them, but Omni just enabled him to do whatever he wanted. So I can get that they banned Omni instead of the Rubik.
eskillz, there's a bounty hunter here. I wonder what hero they're going to pick next.
Yeah, there's almost like you could expect a witch doctor here, perhaps.
Maybe not. Oh god, it's a witch doctor. What?
Mind blown.
How's that possible? They never do this. Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's just super comfort zone for them at this time. And no fear, pretty good bounty hunter. Right? He's just been sniping couriers, being super obnoxious like he's supposed to. And then witch doctor, we've seen the strength of that hero, not just for FlyToMoon, but of course for other teams as well. Maldict, very powerful indeed.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like very strong combination. The only thing it lacks is a little bit of a lockdown. But first game they solved that with a void. Second game, I mean, they didn't really have anything, and maybe that is one of the reasons why they lost. I think at least they didn't really have anything.
They had Willow. Kunkka and Willow.
Kunkka, yeah. I mean, that's some nice lockdown, but it's nothing directly. Like it's nothing like a tanking or a void or something like this.
It's nothing reliable. Certainly not against the repel from Omni Knight. In a couple of times where that repel came out and just ignore anything the Willow throws at you, let alone the X torrent, boats, whatever combo. So they'll have to find something else. Perhaps not Beastmaster. Going back to that for non-grata.
Yeah, it did work really well for him yesterday, so I would definitely like to see that.
Now it's Nerf Spirits. You haven't seen that yet in this series. Certainly one of these stronger 4-position heroes if you manage to find the right openings.
Yeah.
Also comes down to what kind of other lanes you get, what kind of hero you have on your team in the lane that you're ganking. If that hero can actually make use of that little bit of disruption, a little bit of slow and stun that you can bring to the table. Like it needs some sort of damage output, because that's not something that Earth Spirit provides for you until he hits level 6 with Magnetize.
Yeah. And what a lot of other force provide, like Tusker or Naga or something like this, they're like pretty beefy and they can kind of fight on their own. Their Spirit, he's not really that, like he wants to go into a fight or an engagement when you already like kind of are winning it, if that makes sense.
Okay, Pagna is being banned this time around, so...
Yeah, that's a good ban. I think Effect has proven they're really good with it.
Even in game 1 that they lost, like Alpha Ninja has been just tearing through people with that Pagna.
Yeah.
The Crabify and the Nether Blast into whatever other magical nuke they want to pick up. Just delete that to everybody.
Radiant team pick.
And
there it is.
Yep.
I'm
gonna take credit for that one.
I like it.
Yeah.
No weird, terribly third pick. Just go with what you know.
Yep. We're just talking about some beefy heroes. Beastmaster is certainly one of them.
10 seconds remaining.
Like he can at the very least keep 2 heroes, if not 3, in the safe lane. And if it's just the one support hero, then he can certainly threaten them, depending on the carry that they want to combo that up with. But well,
Abaddon, of course, the reason they picked this is, other than
10
that,
seconds remaining.
it's a pretty good hero right now, that you can remove roar and you can remove track. So
5 seconds
it's real
remaining.
nice for those two things, with the Apothec Shield, and as well that Witch Doctor, if you get some Maledict on you, you can actually soak a lot of that damage with the shield alone. So
Yep.
quite a nice pick. Also works well with Earthspit. Earthspit rolls in, you just give him a shield and
Yep.
he goes ham.
Yeah, I really like that, actually, now that you mention it.
Yeah, I like that pick for sure.
So, does FlyToMoon now consider a hero like an OD, just to counter that out, make it easier to deal with that hero, or?
Od is by far the best counter to Abaddon when it comes to that, because you just astral him during his ulti, or you just keep hitting him and gain more int.
Yeah.
They could also go something like a Razor Safe in here and just put it against Abaddon and free up your supports to do whatever they want. I would say Abaddon, OD or Razor is the ones I'm looking at right now.
Well, one of them might be banned out unless they pick it up right here, so FlyToMoon is considering their options.
Radiant
And
team pick.
settle for the Terrorblades. Not what I expected.
Dire
No,
team
but
back.
it does make more sense in this game against Abaddon. Like, he's not that big. Earthspit, however, with the silence, is annoying for Terrorblade, and Morphling has... It's a very good hero against Terrorblade. Like, sure, the illusion of Terrorblade is really, really strong on you,
10
but
seconds
Morphling, he
remaining.
can become Terrorblade and
Yeah.
use meta or even reflection
5
himself.
seconds
But the
remaining.
big thing why Morphling is so good against Terrorblade is that you can just burst him with E-Blade, like, so he doesn't even get a chance to use Thunder.
And you have cool ways that you can use that hero. Like, I always like seeing Morphling these days.
Radiant
Seeing it
team
in high level
back.
games, just turning into other heroes, just using their abilities, especially when there's so powerful abilities like the Terrorblade Metamorphosis, which is arguably a second ultimate on him, long cooldown and everything.
Yeah.
And even just turning into
10
Witch Doctor for a
seconds
second, throw out
remaining.
a cast, throw out a Maledict, and then throw out some extra nukes after turning back
5
into you can
seconds
make a kill
remaining.
much easier. Just
Yeah.
many cool things that you can do. So looking forward
For
to that
sure.
one. What's the solution for that though? Like, still feels like OD would be pretty decent though against Morphling, right?
This is... Please ban OD effect, because this is the dream OD game. Like, it counters... I guess maybe they pick a hero that's like, yeah, thank
Yeah,
you.
okay.
Because it destroys Abaddon and Morphling. Like, it hard counters both of them. So, wise from effect to do that.
Makes me feel good, you know, that oh yeah, OD is pretty good here, and then the team agrees. I
10
feel like I'm not
seconds
completely
remaining.
bad at analyzing games. That's good.
You're
5 seconds
very
remaining.
right in that case.
Well, I got you anyway, so
It's nice to have a smart shoutcaster, though.
yeah.
Not someone who just says stupid shit. Wonder what they
Well,
want to
I-
go with here. It should be the mid hero.
I say plenty of stupid shit anyway, but yeah. What is that gonna
Oh,
be
you're
now?
alright.
It's a big question. Could just be
Queen
something.
could be something.
Could be, yeah.
Puck. I mean, with the Morphling and all of the Abaddon, they don't really need... So, I think Puck could be really good here, actually. It's more silence for Terrorblade. It's hard for Beastmaster to lock down Puck, because
Yeah.
I mean, if you're fast on your fingers with phase shift, you'll just... And there's no stuns, and it's a hero that does well against... Because FlyToMoon obviously have last pick here, so you're gonna have to pick a hero that doesn't suffer too hard from specific matchups.
Yeah, it could be the Puck, or like the more popular one in this day and age would be the Dragonite.
Yeah, Dig is not bad at all either, actually.
Dire team pick. Lena.
Or Lina.
I had it in the back of my mind.
It's a hero that started to get some popularity. I actually like this hero quite a bit.
Yeah.
And the burst, of course, very, very... Like, this is, once again, not a good Terrorblade
10
game. This is a
seconds
very scary
remaining.
Terrorblade game, I think. So much different, like the silence from
5
Earthspit, the
seconds
burst from
remaining.
Lina, the burst from Morphling, and even in lane, like, with Abaddon. I've seen Secret do this like 2 or 3 times now, that they meet Terrorblade and they just go like Yapsor and Farah, they play Abaddon Rubik and they just kind of hit him like in the lane edge, and they just like they win that lane really hard. Maybe Effect will do something similar in this game.
Yep.
But yeah, like Secret, they've been winning that lane with Rubik Abaddon really hard against Terrorblade 2-3 times now. So
scary thought. FlyToMoon, like in last game, one of the reasons they lost was because Terrorblade was just too slow, and anything you can do. I mean, he's kind of slow in general to get going, and if you then throw all these kind of lanes to make it even harder for him get going out of the laning stage, then well, you buy yourself so much more time for your Morphling in particular to just get big, and not just Morphling in this game, but also the Lina.
Yeah, and FlyToMoon goes with the Zeus.
Yeah.
We did see the other day. This is not as good of a Zeus game, but Zeus with the percentage damage, it's really good against Morphling when he morphs up, and it's pretty good against the Abaddon too. You can just kind of shoot it on. Bet the Earthspit roam with Lina. There's a lot of kill potential on this guy.
Yeah. You're gonna be very careful indeed about positioning, about keeping an eye on to King R in particular, but it's gonna be no fierce job this game, I guess. You spend less time trying to hunt for couriers and more time just matching the Earthspirit's movements.
I have to say though that I do like FX lineup kind of a lot more than FlyToMoon's. I just think they have a lot of ways of dealing with Terrorblade. They have some ways of dealing with the Zeus in the laning stage, and I just see their lanes being better. I guess if No Fear can go ham on this Bounty Hunter, that could be a big thing for FlyToMoon.
Yeah. I'm
otherwise,
curious to see how much Iceberg can do in this game on the Zeus. Like, he's been when we saw him yesterday, he's been just tearing through people, but that was yeah, again, as you said, there was a bit of a different situation. You were up against an Enchantress, even the Storm Spirit that didn't have a lot of health points to throw against that constant nuke. Even Dragonite, like, it's a bit of a different game, but yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing if they can make it work anyway.
The big thing in this game that is different for Zeus, I think that Storm was basically the only hero that could really jump on Zeus. That game we saw yesterday. In this game, there's several like things that you kind of. There's a Lina that can get a Shadow Blade or Blink, and there's Morphling and there's Earthspirit. Like, there are several ways of kind of getting on top of him and being annoying. So.
Yeah. I guess it's gonna come down to Bounty Hunter and Witch Doctor, especially in the early game, to just make these rotations happen. As we've seen them do it before, right? It's a very good kill combo, especially if you're ganking a lane with a Zeus in, because he's certainly going to be able to fuel up that Maledict.
Yeah.
And question is, will you find the openings for that? Because same argument still applies with the Terrorblade. You certainly cannot leave him alone for too long unless you've already zoned out the Abba somehow. It's very fragile here, FlyToMoon.
And once again, as mentioned yesterday, like when it comes to Zeus, it's all about disrupting his damage output, like in teamfight. Don't let him shoot. Just lock him down with silences or whatnot, or kill him. Because if he's allowed to just press his buttons, he deals damage like no other hero.
It's still waiting on No Fear apparently, and he just reconnected, so I might finally get into game 3. Again, if you're just tuning in, 1-1 is the scoreline. The winner will be up against the Vegas Squadron in the finals of the StarLadder CIS Qualifiers. Oh man, I mean, can't even look at effigies. That's the most annoying part when teams pause like this on the big screen. You just look at the screen. It's nice and all, like compared to what it was before, but like you see silence on the Terrorblade, spin his freaking whatever these weapons are called, just for the millionth time.
Is that like some form of katana?
No, katana's a sword, isn't it?
Isn't actually? I'm gonna Google.
Okay. I'm pretty sure katana's just a sword.
Oh yeah, it is.
It's
Oh, it's definitely not katanas. That was
Yeah.
what I was meaning to say, by the way.
yeah. I don't think there's a real world equivalent to that.
No, I'm thinking of, I don't know. I can't figure out the name that because I'm thinking of a weapon that kind of looks somewhat similar. Not really though, but
It basically would be like a handheld kind of blade. That's just like yeah, that wraps around your hand like that, you know.
fancy stuff.
Who knows? Who knows?
Terribly knows. No one else knows.
I'm sure. I appreciate the simple things with the Beastmaster just holding normal axes, you know, nothing fancy.
Where's the set, Nongrada? How can you be a good player if you don't have a set? You know, everything is in the cosmetics.
Maybe just BM, maybe just saying, hey, I don't actually play this hero, so I don't have sets for it, but
Maybe
still gonna beat you with
what
it.
he's saying is, I can beat you without sets.
Yeah.
Prepare for battle.
The ultimate BM.
Single-handedly trying to prove that the cosmetics are not pay to win.
Which we all know they are.
Yeah. Well, speaking of silent, is that the Arcana? It's not even the Arcana, is it? Oh, it is the Arcana. Never mind.
Yeah, he's.
Might be so used to this Terrorblade Arcana at this point that I can't even
Yeah, it's
tell it apart
actually.
from the normal set.
And what annoys me is when he has this black one, the black gem in it. Seeing who the fuck is the real Terrorblade or which one is the like, they're so similar.
Yeah.
It's really obnoxious. Like, because these heroes, any skin that's added or whatnot, they should still be very clear what's the hero and what's the illusion.
Oh yeah.
You shouldn't have to like focus your eyes to see which one is, and that's the case with Terrorblade for sure. Still with the freaking like DD on Spirit Breaker and DD on Puck, like they have cosmetics that make it look like they're
Yeah.
DD all.
Yeah, there's a few of these things that are just over the top. Like also there's this DK set makes it look like Phantom Assassin color scheme wise. That's another one. Or yeah, Dragon Knight, the Legion Commander Skywrath, that was it.
Oh, Legion, yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Legion.
And Juggernaut Arcana when it first came out.
It's a lot of.
Yeah.
How did that look? I don't even remember. I remember it was something bad.
It also kind of looked like PA, didn't it? Like blue and.
It wasn't really bad, at least. I remember that.
Yeah.
They changed it.
They changed it so that you have the option to have it like reddish, like you would expect from a
30
Juggernaut.
seconds to battle.
But yeah, anyway, game number 3, finally going. Snowfear is doing his thing. They did not catch a glimpse of him. Let's keep an eye on things. I'm actually gonna secure the extra bounty rune, probably. Maybe not though. Yeah, they want to fight for it. The roll coming through. Nongrad actually caught by that. Slowed down. Extra right click. Snowfear is gonna have to come and help. And there's a cast. Gonna turn us around. And they actually gonna get the kill. Nongrada still dropping low, but so is King R. That might be a second kill. And there it is.
Perfect. Perfect start for FlyToMoon.
In fact, they get themselves the bounty rune, but at what cost? We'll trade 2 for 2 on that front. Lose 2 heroes. Damn.
Yeah, that's. I mean, this might snowball in a very nice direction for Beast here.
Yep.
If
If Snowfear hangs around, like a lot of damage potential here, not just against Marden, but also against ILTW.
you can definitely pressure Morph in lane. Like this hero, it's really good at bullying you if Morph is ahead. But if you're able to kind of get the lead, and especially in these early levels when his Morph isn't on a high level, you can zone him out and harass him a lot.
Yeah.
King R is here though.
Well, it's again the roll. This time it will miss. Nofia revealing himself. He has to turn things around, but Nofia is the one dropping lower fast. Look at any one of these kills on either side.
It's
doesn't
fair,
look like it. Yeah. You'll be fine salving up in the sides. But it's gotta be a win for Nongrata here, as well as Nofia, of course, having that region available. LTW is still holding onto the south, but King R doesn't have it, and now doesn't lift. Martin, he's in trouble now with another right click, but Nofia unable to maintain the slows. Now, oh, he's diving in the tower, taking a few shots. King R will drop, Nongrata, not so much. It's his last tango. It's a very volatile lane down here, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that Nongrata dove the tower there a little bit kind of makes this lane fine for LTW.
Otherwise, they would have had some serious potential at actually destroying this lane.
Yep.
But now that Nongrata is already at 300 HP and he has no regen, he's probably gonna have to back.
And with both of these 4 positions occupied in the bottom lane, what is the effect on mid lane here as a result? I mean, it's a pure 1v1, which is not something that we see all that often these days.
It's definitely gonna...
Well, I thought Nongrata actually ends up dying. No fear. Thinking about finishing Martin off, but yeah.
So, now that Iceberg sees Earth Spirit, he's like... He doesn't have to play, because otherwise if Earth Spirit is off map, with Alina, like potential stun follow-up, you have to play so scared on Zeus all the time. But when you actually steal Earth Spirit and knows its whereabouts, it's a lot easier for him to play this mid lane.
Yep. Some help coming. Home forwards want to fly, but he already revealed himself. It's kind of hard to find an opening onto a range hero like that. You can just stay away on his own high ground for the most time, or for the most part. Yep. Iceberg, kind of low on mana at that point anyway. His last clarity being sipped at now, but he does have the bottle flying out soon. Nongrata, that's the wrong side of the tower here. Gets lifted back into the arms of LTW. That's a roll to follow up. More slows.
They're overdoing
Should be another death, isn't it? There it is. The way from forward. No fear. He was just trying to help, but he just drops. Maybe not verified this time. Has to be used to keep himself alive. But
this is something that I play offline a lot now, and I kind of run into this issue too, where I try too hard to pressure my lane, especially with Beastmaster, because you know you watch Sumail and all that. Like he's so good at just destroying the lane. But before you have some levels, especially in Access, like you don't do that much. Like, and giving away these kills to a Morphling, it can be really scary.
Yep.
Like Nongrata, he was at least level 3 or 4, and then they can really start to get something done here. But other than that, it's not that scary.
The very least, with all its action, LTW cannot focus as much on last hitting, so it's only sitting at 13, but 11 denies still, so that's something. But compare that to Silent, who's had to deal with Afterlife, but always on the fly, of course, tanking that pressure up for the most part. He's only up to 24 last hits, same as the Lina in the mid lane. At least that part's working out.
Yep.
Alpha Ninja, if he finds a stun, maybe Iceberg baiting it in a little bit, no fear coming through. Not a lot of damage output here. Iceberg cannot feel comfortable walking forward.
ECD award.
Yeah. Seems good.
Seems good.
No fear, just continue right-clicking away. King R just trucks it off, and then there's a dust, there's a stun from the low ground.
And Nongrata on bottom once again.
Oh wow, he also drops. Also the self pop. He tried to keep himself alive, maybe.
Yeah, he tried.
Oh.
He hoped that he would kind of be out of vision there, but ILTW just able to get one more or less hit in or attack and able to get the kill. And yeah, once again, as we've seen with Nongrata before, he's struggling on this Beastmaster.
Well, it doesn't necessarily mean much, right?
Yeah, he always comes back.
Yeah. Again, like Iceberg, he's holding zone. Of course, he can last it very easily with the arc lighting, put the second point into it to make it very reliable. But now there's the roll, will connect. King A with a follow-up stun. Ninja cannot get in range for Light Strike Array though. I mean, that Iceberg survives. Would have been very dangerous because Lina also had that Laguna Blade ready and going, or ready to go.
Yeah.
I forgot what I wanted to say. God damn it.
Yeah, I mean, it happens.
Yeah.
But it's nice for Iceberg. He hasn't died yet to this Lina Earthbit. Sure, Earthbit hasn't spent a lot of time mid, but it's always nice if you can get by these first couple of minutes, like 5-10 minutes, without feeding
bottom.
like crazy.
No fear coming in just now. LTW with 1 or 2 more melting ticks left. He will end up dropping, and this time FlyToMoon brings some extra reinforcements and tip the scales in their favor. Will be successful. There's another roll though. Don't want to let that stand. Okay. Got a burst here just with the Fate Bolt. Early point into the Nullfield. No fear also doesn't have a lot of health points left to work with.
Yeah. And nice counter kill there on for them.
But that's what I want to say. I mean, if you look at the Devil Discrepancy in the mid lane, 41 and 10 denies, but of course only 1 deny in Iceberg. That's something that you cannot do with Arc Lightning, and it really shows. I mean, just imagine how much more kills and how much more how they could win these trades if you just had the extra bit of damage from Thundergust Wrath. It's online now.
Yeah.
We'll see that come into play. One would think.
But that is the issue with Zeus, that he gets wrecked by most laners. Like Lina is good against Zeus by herself, so we're never gonna go enough Ninja actually.
Should end up dropping here. This is Light Strike Array. Actually turn things around to the no fear, alright. Make them work for it, man. Try to help out, but there's only so much he can do. 1 for 1. 3 heroes committed. It's certainly something. Nongrata. And finds a bit of a slow onto Marden. The stun will connect though, keeping the Rubik alive.
Yeah, but nice. There, like, sure, no fear dies. It's not the best, but Iceberg is able to catch up in levels thanks to that. At least almost.
Well, LTW just used the waveform. Bonafide looking for the cast. Can get it off. Meldic is there, but
It's gonna be
no
enough.
range for damage unless Iceberg comes in. He has Ace Drone, yeah. Can throw out a few more spells. LTW is not quite done morphing strength though. What a hero.
Yeah, he is beefy. And Iceberg had to use all of his mana pool thanks to that. And during that, Afonini, he just pressures the mid tower, and the mid tower is actually almost dead.
Yeah. You know, despite the death, still doing very well indeed. And so is the top lane even. Like Afterlife, he's giving a fair amount of CS. Not really keeping Silent away from farm. He's still sitting top of her net worth next to that Lina, but how can they really leverage that if he's forced to TP out now?
This is hard because they need to keep making sure that Silent is going in this direction where he like kind of free farms, and now Effect is
Find the stun, try and dodge the Light Strike Array. Yeah, it will be successful.
Duke City.
Pretty much. Now King R should be fine. Yeah.
He actually dodged 3 of Lina's spells there.
Yeah.
4. Yeah, so Effect, like, they want to make sure that this Terrorblade, of course, doesn't keep going in the place he's at right now, because the hero just farms very fast when for any item he gets, his illusion just gets so much stronger. Yeah. So Effect, they want to make sure that it dies at least a couple of times, and FlyToMoon, of course, they want to prevent that, and they want to make some stuff happen with Bounty Hunter.
Yep. Andrada. If only he was level 6, does have the Invis rune. But no Roar available to lock anybody down, because that's the way that you can properly probably kill LTW. With the Roar of Invis here, when he's sitting at like this amount of health points, 500, not a whole lot. Even solo kill him actually, probably.
With a good Roar, since he cannot morph in stance anymore, good Roar and then just the Zeus to help you out, you're probably gonna get him if he sits on a... Well, he's sitting at 480 HP right now, so...
Yeah.
Dire are scanning.
Alright, meanwhile though, the rest of effects have other plans. They're smoked up. Trying to get somebody behind the tier 1 tower, just setting up for the push. They have the catapult available here after Ninja, just throwing on a Dragon Slave. They realize that there's no one here to catch
this
anyway.
This is the right thought process as well, because even if they don't kill Terrorblade, by getting this tier 1s, they're gonna minimize the area where Terrorblade feels safe farming. And that, of course, does make him farm less, even if you don't kill him.
Yep. At the very least, they're gonna do the same to Morphling. Also jungle it up at this point.
Yeah. Pretty even game so far. No one has any sort of lead whatsoever, really.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, it's very odd to see this happen. Like, effect just freely clicking away the tower, but yeah, this is the response that you would expect. There's gotta have to be a rotation here. There's the Roar coming through. The ultimates immediately used from Afterlife to continue running after Ninja also. He found off a way actually with the Zeus ultimate. Melting still ticking. There's 2 more in him, but with the extra stick charges, not gonna be enough as No Fear finds the wraparound. Now Afterlife, TP out. Is there anything left? There is another W. With the tracks also coming into play, so FlyToMoon. They committed the resources up top to punish that. As they should.
Very greedy from Effect there to stay around. They should know that there's a good chance that they're making a move onto us. But they're staying around and they're getting punished for it.
Yep. We're just relying on the move speed on Lina and just the ultimate on Yaba. Just try to weave the way out of that anyway. There's silence. Can they catch him here? No, surely not.
Nope.
Alright, so FlyToMoon gonna try to build on that momentum. They have meta available. ILTW kind of alone here, but no Roar in the front lines, so he should be able to be alright. Offering strength whenever he needs to.
Yeah.
And he also has to back out the rest of his team right now. So tense. I mean, you really feel like this is a game 3.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
Playing these games, it's like, so you're like, all right, we beat them, we can beat them again. Let's just not make any mistakes, and then you get this really tense feeling, and oof, good stuff.
Yeah. Well, Silent's certainly going to be thankful for that. Able to keep up the farm, 6k, but he's also rotating around a lot right now. They really want to make Effect uncomfortable in this game. Might be able to. No Fear here comes through. Art might have caught a glimpse here actually, the smoke to confirm it, but there's also a Beastmaster gets stunned up though. They just blow up one. The Silence here, no Roar to come out, but Silent starts directly away. King Out will be the trade. Can they find more? The Roar onto the tracked up Rubik. That'll be a very quick kill. Now the cask bouncing towards Afan NJ. He's fast enough. No further lockdown, no further control for FlyToMoon. Settle for the 2 kills. Still useful here with the track still applied to the Rubik when he died.
Yeah. But the nice thing that with this Morphling pick is that usually Terrorblade is this late game force that like, you can't deal with. When he gets to a certain amount of item, it's like he's too strong. But Morphling, he's also a late game beast, so you're always gonna be able to kind of match Terrorblade's fighting potential as long as they keep up in the form.
Made an attempt on LTW here, but not quite enough burst. Bring him down before he can start morphing.
No Fear, of course, is going for that Spirit Vessel, which is a very big counter to Morphling. It actually works against his Morph.
Oh, that's interesting.
Don't
See a
really
bit of
know.
a fight coming out of top, but a few spells are being missed. Therefore, to zone them out. That'll be that. It's a little bit odd. Like it feels like you should just keep your health percentage anyway.
It's
right?
not a heal, right? But
Radiant's
Yeah.
middle tower is
somehow
under
it's
attack.
counted as one in the
It's so weird.
code.
I always thought it would be like changing treads or something, right?
It's just like Void Time Walk, like that works too, because it's counting as a heal when it shouldn't, obviously.
Just the way it's coded is, well, this time I'll be able to find that kill onto the Zeus with the
ICW
Magnetize comes through, and yeah, I was like, wait, why is this Zeus fighting his own teammate? But the Roar coming through and does more back in time to regain in health. Now FlyToMoon, bit of trouble. Nofi does not get bursted down by the Morphling, so Martin has to come in, finish the job. But yeah, 2 kills for nothing. Alright.
Good couple of kills there for effect.
Yeah, they just nipped that aggressive movement in the bot that FlyToMoon tried to make work. I guess now it's back to farming. For a little while anyway.
And ILTW, he does have the Linkers now, so for Beastmaster to find him alone is not really gonna be possible anymore. He needs to have some hero with him. Which of course Bounty Hunter is usually pretty nice.
Invisibility.
Alright. Talk to me a little bit more about this Lina, because Alpha Ninja, he now has the Yols. Has the 2 Null Talismans still, so didn't turn that into a Veil, was just for the lanes, but where's he gonna go next?
That's what I'm thinking. He could go the greedy route and go a Bloodstone and just kind of farm up and make sure that he's gonna stay relevant throughout the entire game. Or he can go Shadowblade, which is a little bit more risky if you don't get the initial like kills with Shadowblade, but it's a lot more pressure on the opponent's side. And with the Shadowblade, you can really find out Terrorblade and Zeus and just pretty much blow them up. So it's gonna be up to him to decide. He actually goes for BKB, which I definitely see the reasoning behind that as well. He's in the quick buy right now.
Yeah. Mine will drop here to smoked in towards his bottom lane, but was scanned out by effect, so they only lose to Rubik. Due to that vision from the Zeus ult.
Track kill.
Yeah.
So always something to keep in mind.
Yeah. Well, overall, probably an acceptable loss considering what else could have happened there.
For sure, for sure.
Oh wow, look at this. Oh, Roshing.
Roche. Yeah, Morph is really good at going Roche because you just more full Aggie and you do hell of a lot of damage. However, they're scouting it out with the Hawk.
Yeah, seems like the Noel King R though finds a dust onto the Bounty Hunter, so that'll be a very quick kill.
Nothing India hunts
Rest
for
of
more.
FlyToMoon is there. There's the Yules.
No
There's
roar.
Light Striker Raider looking for Iceberg, and there's nothing to help him. He's just gonna be bursted down.
Rada's in deep as well.
Ooh, yeah, there's the Zeus from ILTW throwing down some extra big spells over to Nongrata just to keep him away from the Roche, but there's already been a buyback from No Fear. Surely they also need Zeus to come back if they really want to continue contesting this. That was silent too big. He's walking in now. There's no metamorphosis, but there's Death Ward in the middle of that. Alpha Ninja. Oh, Afterlife. With his ultimate.
Here comes Silent. He does not have meta, but
He's buying a lot of time right now. Track stolen, that's so useful. Holy crap.
that's a really good steal. Super good steal.
Well, Roshan sitting just below half health. FlyToMoon have the full lineup again. 30 seconds until meta, but looks like they've been successful in keeping effect away from the back prize for now. LTW already splitting up top. But Nongrata also Lincoln Sphere. Nothing cancel TP.
So close. And Nongrata, he's gonna finish off his blink now in 70 gold, so that's gonna be a lot of pressure for potentially Morphling. And with the Zeus combination, if he has someone that can break the Lincolns, there's a lot of kill potential.
Ouch!
No track for you, I guess.
That's why you wish you had the null field on defensive mode.
Yeah.
It's just a track, Shuriken toss, and a lightning bolt, thunder drop, just the Zeus spells being thrown out.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Lina seems to be quite indecisive. He had the BKB, putting quick buy earlier. Now he has the Lincolns. I guess against the Beastmaster once more.
Yeah.
But I don't really like this amount of Lincolns that they're like 2 Lincolns on 1 Lincolns on both of your like main cores against that track. Like it's not the.
Again, no fear, does it up, stand up as Roshan is actually falling super low to silent, but now goes outside the pit. Oh, they just immediately get rid of 2 of these heroes, but now the Eagles onto Alpha Ninja. Can they bring him down in return? The extra couple of right clicks, yeah, the cast bouncing the backlines. He'll bring it down, silent. Looking for Thunder target at this point. LTW turned to the Zeus himself, nuking down, always want to fly the stone. Not be enough to cast, gonna bounce! Afterlife! His ultimate is on cooldown actually. Very, very careful. Now there's a buyback sort of effect. Yeah. Try and bring it down now. LTW. Very low health for the time being. Iceberg scouting it out with the spells. To go in again. Surely he has Soundthrow without a mana. It'll make it a little bit harder. Aegis in the hands of LTW. But the fight. They're still gonna lose it. Yes, they is. They will. Doesn't morph to strength, so we'll lose Aegis immediately. Can I get him a second time? Maybe. Probably not. No roar. Can't TP. Oh, he can. The Lincoln Sphere was off cooldown, but there's still just enough mana for Lightning Bolt. It'll take them a while, but they should be able to run him down in the end, right?
Yeah, he's not getting out of this one, though. Yeah. Not without TP.
There we go.
And that's a big win for FlyToMoon. I mean, sure, Effect did get the Roshan kill, but they cleared Aegis right off and get the Morphling kill.
Yeah. Esta prosta nečta. That's what they say, right? That was something. Like that. Alright, so where does it leave us now? Terrorblade getting bigger and bigger. This is not a good sign.
And Spirit Vessel complete on Bounty Hunter. And before Morphling was nerfed, I just remember that whenever you got Spirit Vessel, it was like, haha, easy, Morphling is countered, now we just kill him.
Yep.
So, and with the Zeus, it's like, this Morphling is living a dangerous life now. So, things are looking pretty good for FlyToMoon, I think. Yep. Silence is getting close to his BKB. He went Bloodstone in the end for Lina, so he did go that greedy route.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, right? There's still ways for Effect to blow people up very easily, especially once that shotgun is online for the Morphling. Either can do it himself, or you just combo that up with the Laguna Blade.
Yeah. It's
what? Okay. Not sure why Rubik was there. The Courier dies at the same time. The Roar coming out now. Onto the Morphling here. He can start to morph strength now, but yeah.
Like, normally he would shoot up an HP there, but against Vessel, no sir.
Iceberg finds King R. Able to delay the inevitable here, but there's wraparounds, there's some deceptions. Effects falling apart at the seams right now. Very quickly, and guess what? Really? Yeah, there's a Creeper here. You have a Beastmaster, sure. Do some damage, why not? Afterlife, yes. Has the ultimate, Pump of Insight to work with, but it's the entire line for FlyToMoon. Apart from Iceberg, who's taking care of the mid lane. No Axe, no Thundercraft available, so you'll have to leg it if you want to support this team. But if you're still on the sidelines, they should be able to finish it off. Yeah, there it is. Cards bouncing through. Nice little stun on Alpha Ninja, but Athletic Shield keeping him safe. Now the stun, okay. Turn down No Fear. He was trying to buy some more time. The rest of his team finish up the racks on top of that, but that was a bit too greedy, perhaps. Focus on the melee racks, but that'll regenerate.
They got away with tier 3, so that's nice. Like, really big win. Once again, they got couple of track kills with that as well, so they're 6k ahead now. Have a pretty steady lead, and once again, this Spirit Vessel against Morph, it's such a good item.
Radiant's bottom shrine is under attack.
Well, gotta find a way to stabilize. And that might be through a smoke. There it is. Oh, just to secure their own jungle. Or maybe they're just trying to bait out LTW. So it seems like at this point.
Brother has no fear.
But guess what? You're up against a Zeus.
It's pretty smart usage there to actually use it, because
Yeah.
when you get pushed like that, like they get your tier 3 and then you see a carry pushing out the lane, it's a pretty obvious smoke.
Yeah.
And yeah, FlyToMoon sniffs it out, Iceberg just pops ulti, and hey, they are smoked.
Yeah. So for now, in fact, can't really catch a break. Again, all starting with this Roshan fight, just started a downward spiral.
Yeah, and Iceberg is 300 gold away from Ags. And with that, there's gonna be even more kill potential for Nongrada with the Beastmaster. And he has force now to break the linkage by himself.
Yep. Still, I mean, Raw has a bit of a wind-up time, so
Yeah.
even when the linkage pops, LTW is quick enough on his fingers, which you would assume he is. He'll, at the very least, perhaps get a waveform away. Something along those lines.
Yeah, wait for more, just start strength gaining, and
Yeah.
she should be fine.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Right, for
Radiant's
now,
top tower
tier 2
has fallen.
traded for another tier 2 on the other side of the map, but it is FlyToMoon. Well, a
Defend
little
now.
bit in a better
It's a lot
position.
of
Yeah.
illusions.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Imagine if they were matted up.
Dire's
That tower would
Yeah.
melt, but
has fallen.
doesn't want to pop it just for that. So a bit more chip damage being done. They already took care of the shrine up in the top part of the map. FlyToMoon, they can keep the pressure up, but it is a fact to have to walk back.
Okay, this is an LTW. They're trying to go for the kill with the Nimbus.
Ooh. Can't even walk out this way. Bit of an issue, no fear keeping track of him. That's the rest of his team actually making their way in. They also find Afterlife. It's a TP out, no way to stop it.
Tower is under attack.
Unfortunate. Will they find Abba though? Maybe. Ultimate's there. Raw to control him up, but the rest of the effects coming through. They want to fight this. There is a Raw even stolen from Rurik. That's a big one, but Silent in the middle of that with a BKB. Soundtrack away. Afterlife is dead. After Ninja has to run away. And Martin, I didn't know what he roared. No idea.
Did you like misclick it on an illusion or something?
That would be disastrous here, actually. Okay, with the shotgun, they blow up Nongrada. Still lose another hero. Momentum still very much in favor of FlyToMoon, if they can turn this into another tier 2 tower, input, especially.
Yeah, probably that's gonna get the tier 2 tower. That's nice. So, or Effect
Still look like they
wants
want to
fight.
fight, yeah. They have Laguna Blade. They have another shotgun ready to go, so maybe they can burst down Silent, especially with the beautiful
That's
stun
a
there
good
from
one.
King R, but there's gonna be enough protection here, enough chaos being sown here by FlyToMoon to keep themselves alive.
Orkin Runo Zeus.
Ugh.
He wants to fight.
What? Okay,
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Alrighty.
that works. Even Nimbus before the Thunder gets rough, so he knew exactly where the Earth Spirit was.
Seems good.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Guess what? He has another Nimbus in 5 seconds because of the Arcane Rune. Ugh, what a spell.
Yeah, I think that's why he popped the rune, because he wanted to snipe the Earth Spirit. And so he did.
Alright. So, it's a path forward now for FlyToMoon. I mean,
Radiant's
took care of the
bottom
tier
tower
2,
has fallen.
took care of the shrines. Maybe Roshan next, and then go from there.
They should have their eyes on Roche, yes. Afunini, however, he has finished up BKB, so he's kind of fight ready now with the Bloods on BKB and Yules. Pipe on Afterlife 2 is very nice as well. But this morph, like, he's just struggling ever since that especially Spirit Vessel pickup.
Yeah. They're always hunting with the smokes here, just trying to get that shotgun on target. I mean, it's such a powerful combo, right? E-Blade, Morphling, with the Adaptive Strike, and
Yeah.
then just steal a Guna Blade on top and the Dragon Slave. It's just so much magical damage. Very short amount of time, but they can never actually connect with that cleanly. FlyToMoon have very good map awareness, and whenever you're unsure, you just pop that Thunder God's Wrath.
Yeah, they're doing a really good job at keeping on top of things.
Radiant are scanning.
Alright. Nice catch there from Madden. Or is it? No fear.
Oh, is it nice? Get no fear.
Yeah. Man hangs around. Oh, he stutter steps a little bit. Does end up dropping to the Nimbus. So, yeah. He got the ward, but not really worth it in the end.
No, not really worth it.
That one kill alone, 600 gold. Mostly for the bounty and of course for the track.
That's a lot of gold. Now they see Morphling, they might go for the Zeus nearby. Yeah, he cancels TP,
there.
perfect.
Oh, it's TP already, nice. Very nice, as they say. And it's morphing back and forth. Another waveform, Silent is there, they still keep track, and the link gets popped again. Slowed down, the cast, but King R. The rest of his team is there, but is it enough?
Oh,
E-Blade on himself, the cast continuing to bounce. Saving Private Morphling, that's what this is about. King R also finds a roll away. Chasing them all the way back to the fountain, another big reflection. Nice dodge on a Light Strike array, and
Radiant's top tower.
I guess he's fine. So's Afterlife, but
He's fine.
incredible.
Yeah,
That's a hazard course if I've ever seen one. Like, but now, do they have the resources left to stop this melee racks from going down?
I don't know if this already popped.
Yeah. Doesn't look like it. They're just being
That's
silent to it.
Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen.
He had BKB on TB if he needed it as well, so I think just didn't feel comfortable going in there.
Yep. And Roshan also responded in the meantime. So, FlyToMoon probably realized that soon, and then let's try and push out these other lanes, or the mid lane in particular. Then get rid of the big guy again, and this effect can somehow snipe it,
It's a
but
smoke.
it's very dangerous that it's a smoke towards the rush, but right now actually.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under
Its
attack.
effects already
Or
camped
keep
out.
it on
It's
Zeus.
Dragon Martin and into it with the big reflection, with the Nimbus. They beat down one, the roar onto the Lena. That's a high priority target. Silence does the chip away, and that's a very dead hero. The cast bouncing in between the pit. LTW almost died to that alone. The nukes from Zeus are gonna be enough with the help from No Fear to show toss bouncing in to turn it into a 4-for-0 trade. And well, if it was bad before eskillz, it's so much worse now, especially if King R joins the rest of his team in the afterlife. No pun intended.
Radiant's bottom barracks
I'm sure it was intended.
God damn it.
I know you.
I tried. I tried.
But yeah, that's just straight up disaster. Terribly, it's just so scary.
Aegis and Cheese in the hands of FlyToMoon. 21k net worth advantage. Experience about 15k. Win probability close to 100%, as you would expect. Thanks to the
And
plus.
Didi on silent here, so guess that buys a Desolator on Lina. That's interesting.
There's anything you can get
Guess
at this
he
point
just
to keep an
needs-
edge, I guess.
Yeah, like this is the defense they need to make, so he's just
Radiant's middle tower.
getting what he can.
Oh, they have all their heroes. Don't have any buybacks. Silence sitting there with the rune of many winds. Martin just dying to long-range artillery.
Radiant's middle
Rax just get dropped very easily. That's all without the meta. That's coming off cooldown just now. King R coming in. Good magnetize. They do burst
Right.
down the Zeus. They do get the one big kill. That's a good one. That's a buyback, but nothing to throw across the map anymore. So
Really
now for Ninja though, forced to deny himself. No buyback again. 40 seconds on the sidelines. And Silent, the raw. Nice little euphoric shield. LTW will be able to make it back to base. King R though, not so lucky. Not sure about that waveform. The cast going to bounce. ILTW is dead again, and this is it. GG, well played. As they do run down Afterlife inside the fountain. Silent isn't even dying to this.
And I was worried for the draft. Like, it's terrible into not the best lineup, and then the Zeus against Lean Ursmith. But I mean, they prove me wrong.
Yeah.
They're doing this bounty hunter terribly again, and this time it's working out.
Yep.
Very well.
Once again, they show that they are a force to be reckoned with here in the CIS scene these days. FlyToMoon punched their tickets to the finals of the qualifiers. They'll be up against Vega Squadron. The match is yet to be scheduled. But damn it, I'm so excited for that one now.
That should be a really good one, because both of them have proven, like, both of them have been really convincing in their side of the bracket.
Yeah, absolutely. Vega Squadron up
really
against Double Dimension. That was a bit of a throwaway game, arguably. And Team Spirit, though, they look pretty good against them. But FlyToMoon, yeah, just beating out Empire handily and coming back against the Facts after game 2, where the draft was a little bit funky, I guess.
Funky is one way of putting it.
Yeah. But yeah. Again, looking forward to that. Keep an eye on the Twitters Beyond the Summit at dragondrop. It's me, and of course my co-caster at eskillz 2, or eskillz, just Dota, not the 2.
Yeah.
And yeah, I hope to see you for the finals. In the meantime, though,
Yes.
thank you guys very much for watching, and goodbye.
Bye, guys.